Hello and welcome to the Ladies European Tour and to Spain. We're an hour south of Valencia in the dramatic mountains of Dénia, within touching distance of the Mediterranean Sea for the €1 million Sella Open. Held at Sella Golf Resort for the third year in a row, it's one of the most popular stops of the year. An intriguing layout, very scoreable, but if the wind blows and you're offline, then bogeys lurk. An all-star lineup, including the top 8 of the Order of Merit. Just outside the current top 10 is Nuria Iturrioz, the Spaniard entering the week hot after her win in Texas and won this tournament 2 years ago. Shannon went close in Texas and she's closing in on Mimi Rhodes at the top of the Order of Merit. Lifting this trophy would be a big step. The weather was seriously hot with the wind picking up for the afternoon wave. Helen Briem entered the week as the defending champion, but a player searching for her best form. Just a single round under par since Evian in July, and that run continued in the opening round. Out in the tougher conditions, she opened with a 74. Iturrioz, another out late in the day, anything on or under par a good score. Mission accomplished for the 5-time LET winner. A 72 she would need to attack in the calmer Friday morning conditions. Shot of the day, take a bow, Emma Spitz. The Austrian is a cut-making machine. None missed all year, and she can produce the spectacular as well.
Oh, and in! There was not high expectations on that shot.
A standout moment in a round of 71. Mimi Rhodes had a solid opening day, no issues on the grainy greens, rolling home 4 birdies to go with a couple of bogeys in an opening round of 2 under. Enough for a share of 8th place. Shannon said after her round she wasn't happy with her ball striking, a sign of her high standards as the Singaporean still put together a 69 to close in a tie for 6th. Luna Sobron Galmez ended day one as the leading Spaniard. The 31-year-old Mallorcan feels a win is just around the corner. She showed it with an opening round of 68. Sobron 4 under par. Pia Babnik had 2 victories to her name while still a teen, but then suffered with form and injury. Things have taken a turn for the better the last 2 years, and the Slovenian got off to a fine start here. The only player to shoot in the 60s in the windier afternoon conditions, Babnik 5 under. The only harm came close to giving up the sport last year, but with a new coach has come an upturn in fortunes. Firing at the flags, the German was in a tie for 2nd after a 66. That's 2 behind a 16-year-old, Anna Huang. The Florida-based Canadian might still be at school, but she was the one handing out the lessons to her peers at La Sella. A flawless bogey-free round of 64 left her 2 shots clear. Nastasia Nadaud joined Harm in 2nd, all playing second fiddle to Huang, who still had to do her homework.
No, I actually don't really like school, but I gotta do it. So I just started a couple weeks ago, but I think I'm like 2 days behind, so I gotta do that tonight. But yeah.
The weather remained hot, and once again, the morning wave had the calmer conditions. Kaiser Arthurfjell impressed last week in Switzerland, and the Swedish rookie continued to catch the eye. This a lovely touch to hole out at the par 3 6th, part of a run of 3 opening birdies, spoiled a little by a triple at the 8, but a round of 70 left her 4 under. At one stage, Pia Babnik was flying in her 2nd round. 4 birdies and a single bogey had put her tied at the top, but mistakes crept in, and 3 straight bogeys meant she had to be content with a level par 72 and 5 under. The same score as Alessandra Finale. The Italian enjoys playing in Spain, a top 10 in Tenerife earlier in this season, and she also enjoys the 8th, almost holding out in a 69 as she chases her first win. Kirsten Rudgley is still suffering from the effects of a twisted knee, the Aussie slipping in Switzerland. Not that it seemed to hold her back. Bogey-free, a 67 with some lovely cuts, 6 under, leaving her in a tie for 4th. with Nuria Iturrioz, the Spaniard taking Route 66 as she took advantage of the kinder morning conditions. This, some classic Spanish hands out of the bunker. Shannon Tan closed in third, the Singaporean swing working nicely on Friday as she followed up a day one 69 with a 68. 7 under at the halfway stage, usually enough to be within 1 or 2 of the lead. But not this week due to the brilliant play of 2 promising up-and-coming players, Nastasia Nadaud producing the goods here.
Put me down for a 2. What a recovery there.
A brilliant chip in at the 17th in a round of 67. The French woman 11 under, 3 behind Anna Huang. Homework done, she can concentrate on the golf, and it was impressive stuff. For the second day in a row, she was bogey-free, and in the afternoon wind also collected 6 birdies. 66, 14 under, all was sweet for the 16-year-old. A real gap opening up at the top, Huang some 7 shots clear of third, Nadaud the only one keeping pace, and her secret, chocolate pizza for dinner every night.
It's actually true. It's a bit of my guilty pleasure this week. Like yesterday, I just went by the pool and ordered Nutella pizza, and it's actually so good. It's like a French goûter, you know.
Day 3 and some clouds took the edge off the heat with the wind, a little lighter than previous days. Nuria Iturrioz needed to go on a real charge and hope those above took a tumble. Unfortunately for the Spaniard, neither happened. 4 birdies with 5 birdies, a challenge over, but some highlights for the local fans. Shannon Tan not quite at her best on Saturday, but still plenty to admire from the 2-time winner. Tan has added some distance to her game, and it shows. This setting up an eagle at the 12th.
That is an incredible golf shot.
Certainly was. In the end, she signed for a round of 70 and a share of 4th at 9 under. The equal best round of the day came from Lauren Walsh, the Irish woman second in Switzerland with 4 birdies on her front 9 and then another 2 on the way home. Bogey free as well, she entered the final day 10 under par and in the final group for the 2nd week in a row. But the tournament continues to be dominated by the 2 at the top. Nastasia Nadaud kept the birdies coming.
Oh, that is brilliant.
A 4th birdie of the day as she once again birdied the 17th, albeit in more conventional style than on Friday. That left her 3 behind Anna Huang. She matched the French woman's 69, and despite picking up a first bogey of the tournament, it was another classy and mature display from the teenager. 17 under par and on the brink of a breakthrough before she's even old enough to drive. All below seemingly just playing for places, Nadaud and Huang a class apart this week. The Canadian couldn't wait for the final day.
I think I'm more excited. I think before I was a bit more nervous going into the final round, but I kind of learned that like pressure is a privilege and you got to use it to your advantage, and it's been really fun. So, yeah.
Stay with us to see if Huang could hang on or if Nadaud could reel her in. All the action from the final round after the break. Hello and welcome back to Spain and the mountains of Dénia for the final round of Sella Open, the 3rd edition, coming once again from Sella Golf Resort, where a 16-year-old stands on the cusp of her first victory. Teen sensation Anna Huang. Realistically, Nastasia Nadaud the only one who could catch her, the French woman 3 shots back and with the ability to go low. Plenty of birdies on offer. Let's catch up with some of the early action. Clouds and a hint of a storm that never quite broke. A hot start needed for Nadaud, and she delivered. This a brilliant approach at the first to set up an unanswered birdie and reduce the lead to 2. And at the next, a repeat. This her approach to the par 5 second. And while she couldn't make the eagle putt, it would be a tap-in birdie as she moved to within 1 of Huang. The pressure on Huang then, but it didn't show. Her first birdie of the day thanks to this assured putt at the 3rd, moving her back to 2 ahead. Nadaud though striking it beautifully, and after nailing her approach at the 7th, she had this for birdie, not to be. And at the 8th, a big mistake. For once, Nadaud got her approach to the green all wrong, and her ball went for a swim. A bogey on the card, and the lead back to 3. Which became 4 shots at the 9th. Huang nailing her approach despite the tricky pin position. She would make her birdie putt, and with Nadaud only parring, it looked to be a big step to the title. After leading by 3 overnight, Anna Huang now 4 clear of Nastasia Nadaud, and no one in the chasing pack going low enough to threaten the very top. I'm Richard Kaufman alongside Sophie Walker, and Sophie, as it has been since day one, all seems to be going according to plan for Anna Huang.
It is. You have to admire how well she's played this golf course. Hardly any bogeys. 62 yards into 11. Finds the back edge. That's a good leave there.
Huang started the week 50th on the Order of Merit. Another rookie just outside the top 50 starting the week and having a solid season is Madison Hinson-Tolshan. Lovely little chip there at 12. 3 birdies on the front 9. Another one's coming there.
Now Nadaud hit a corker off the tee on 11, but has missed the green with a chip shot from no more than 45 yards. And that one didn't come out on line from the grain.
Yeah, Bermuda grass, Sophie, it gets rather sticky.
It does, yeah, and she has opted to putt more than chip.
Also putter out from just off the green, Shannon, who eagled this hole yesterday.
Only had 5 iron in her hand, this from left to right.
Playing with Hinson-Tolshan, both going along nicely.
This putt to get to 20 under par. Quite a big break from right to left.
Steady enough, and well, steady might do her right now. Yeah, you mentioned 19 under par. I mean, 18 under one last year when Helen Briem shot those 266s over the weekend. Even at this stage, it feels like a must-make for Nadaud.
She would have felt that she couldn't have put a foot wrong today. We saw a bogey on 8, and now one here on 11.
Well, the lead is now 5 for Anna Huang. Go off to such a good start. Look at that birdie, 1 and 2, got it down to 1 shot, but suddenly it's a golf at the top.
Back-to-back birdies for Tan as she looks to replace Mimi Rhodes at the top of the rankings. The chase is on for that Order of Merit.
Yeah, Rhodes just outside the top 10 on the leaderboard right now.
Only place you can't go here is right. There's trees, penalty area. Oh, and it's got lucky. It's been spat out to the left-hand side of those trees. She won't be able to go for it in 2, though.
Might be a bit of frustration behind this one from Nadaud, given what happened at 11. Also heading right. Is she going to get the break? That could be in big trouble.
Yeah, those fans pointing down the right-hand side towards.
If it's cleared everything, it actually might be okay.
Well, caddy Michelle Thompson saying it might be okay. We'll see. Meanwhile, to a tricky 13th. Kaiser Arfafjell, second last week in Switzerland. 3 birdies, 3 bogeys so far today.
Now he's past the penalty zone and she's found the ball, but it's underneath those bushes. Decisions to be made. Can't go for this in 2. 2-2-2 to the front edge, so laying up down the left-hand side. Just want to miss that fairway bunker there.
Seen lots of birdies, we've seen the few eagles. Anna Huang having to lay up, but her closest challenger is in trouble. Going to have to drop this one, I think, Nastasia Nadaud.
A penalty drop. I mean, there's no way she can cut this around. It's 200 yards to the front edge, but she will be just chipping out.
Well, the frustration continues to grow. She's there in 3, right next to Anna Huang, who's there in 2. First tournament back for Jana Melikova, a 2-time Ladies European Tour winner, her first event in a year. And how about that par save at 16? Suffered with a back injury, inside the top 10 at 8 under par. Wonderful.
Well, Huang first to go, 88 yards, gap wedge. Just came out of that one a bit. Oh, it grabs the front edge.
Statistically, she's been the #1 player with her approach shots this week.
Yeah, and putting. Driving has been the dough though, so it's a surprise that she hit it so far right on 12. She only hit 8 iron into this par 5 yesterday. Now lob wedge, 84 yards. It's a full one. This will spin.
When she went into the penalty area at 8, she made a good 5 there. Hoping, despite the drop, she can make a decent 5 here as well. Arfafjell to avoid another drop shot.
That's the first bogey of the week on the 13th hole for the Swede.
Good try, but no birdie at 12, but no damage done either, as far as her lead is concerned. In supreme position right now. 16, it's hard to believe, given what she's been doing ever since she just rolled in birdie after birdie Thursday morning.
Looking to go wire to wire. Looking to avoid back-to-back bogeys though here, Nadaud. Oh, she's pushed it. She's lost 4 shots in 5 holes to the leader.
Which means the lead now is a fairly humongous 6 shots for Anna Huang, and only 6 holes left to play.
Every time Kaiser has made bogey today, she's bounced back with a birdie. Done it again here on the 14th. That's 4 times she's done that. Incredible scorecard there.
It's not a one-off for her. I remember that final round she had in Korea where she shot 71. I think only had 1 par in the round, full of birdies and bogeys. She's entertaining. That's good effort from Melikova. Last event was last year's Sella Open. Her goal was to play all 4 rounds, but she's doing more than that, isn't she? Inside that top 10 after back surgery.
Having to hit 5 wood into the long par 4. Trying to cut this one to a back right pin.
This is a treacherous hole though.
Oh, we've had 26 double bogeys here this week. I've never seen a green hit so few times. Only 33% of players hit this green. Long iron for Nadaud. Even from the fairway, she's got to go left to right, and that's hit tree. Where's that gone?
Well, it's in amongst those trees on the right. She needs a big break. Didn't get it at the last hole. It's going from bad to worse right now for Nastasia Nadaud. Making life a lot easier for Ana Huang. Not that it seems like she needs any help.
Malikova to save par. You think she was winning the Dutch Open, everything looks so good, and then that back surgery, very worrying times, but good to see her back.
Well, it seems to be a weekly occurrence. Tamburlini in the top 10, nearly chipping one in at 16. Heading for a 9th top 10 of the campaign, and this is where Nadaud has finished.
She's got 90 yards, but looking down the right-hand side here. Pitching wedge, just looking to take the flight down and maybe get a bounce off the bank. Oh, and it's blind. The imagination and the ability to pull that off. That is a 1 in 100 shot by Nadaud.
Well, that's extraordinary. All the problems she's had over the last half an hour, and then she goes and produces that. That was an amazing, amazing effort. Alice Houston last weekend cruised to victory, not having a good final round in La Sella. Although that is very smart from the Swiss Ladies Open champion.
Now Huang is 2 under par for this 13th hole. Everyone else is over par. It's a slow chip from right to left.
Just missed her landing spot there. Well, incredibly, she's got a longer putt for par than Nastasia Nadaud has.
Birdie put down the hill here for Houston.
Two over par today. But it's been a great couple of months for the English player. Well, she's only had 1 bogey all week.
Make that 2. She never thought she'd be losing a shot from her lead and where Nadaud was.
Yeah, you thought she'd be stretching it, but could well go back to 5 now. Malikova finishing touches. Well done indeed. 68, a top 10 in her first LET event in 12 months. She's going to be so pleased with that.
She mentioned how much she'd miss playing on tour, those feelings of being around all of the players, but how about a feeling of playing well also?
So a 5. A rare bogey this week at La Sella. A 5, but the lead at 5. Hardly panic stations.
Especially with so few holes left to go. And that is a crazy par by Nadaud.
That's the best up and down of the week, for sure. Well, it's been a hard time, but good to see Nadaud smiling. And a rare drop shot from Ana Huang. And that moment of magic from Nadaud, but this La Sella Open very much heading the Canadians' way, as has been the case since Thursday. Huang leads the way. Welcome back to La Sella Open, where Ana Huang is poised to become the first Canadian winner of a regular Ladies European Tour event. The 16-year-old leading by 5 with 5 to play.
Two par 3s left. This is 6 iron. Plays a couple down the hill and downwind to a front right pin. Good looking shot, but that will be a quick putt.
Well, the Solid hit. A confident strike from Huang. Not been a good day for Darcy Harry. That's a nice finish for the Welshwoman. Eagle at the last, but a 75 finishes at 1 under.
We'll just have to breathe on this one, and it's going to snap from right to left on her. Looking good. No way.
Well, you can't be surprised given everything else she's done this week. But a ridiculous birdie for Anna Huang, and probably the most reactive to a moment this week that she's been.
That was an excitement pace towards the hole, wasn't it, as that one dropped? I mean, there's been a few twos on this hole, but it's supposed to be from where Nadaud is on that correct level. She hit 8 iron to here. This is the easier of the putts, but doesn't go. Oh, what a 2 that was.
Well, Nadaud must know now the game's up. The gap is 6 again. Just 4 holes to play. Everyone so impressed with Anna Huang. Not like Nadaud's a veteran. I mean, she's only 20, albeit it's her 3rd season on tour, and she's been progressing so well every year. Runner-up early this season in Belgium. Pressed so much on home soil in her first major at Evian.
Hinton Tolshard has bogeyed 13 and 14. This for birdie on 15.
Been a great rookie year, hasn't it? I mean, Huang and Hinton Tolshard apart, there are 6 rookies in the top 25 of the rankings.
All of them thinking that they can win. Kabori for a 2.
What a run this is. She parred her first 7 holes, just 1 par since, a 4th birdie. There's the scorecard, but she's still 2 over for the round. Not quite been as up and down for Huang, more up, really.
Oh, she's turned this wedge though from 128. Found the sand yesterday front right. Found the sand back left here on 15. I mean, she can afford the mistakes. Won't be particularly pleased with that one. Nadaud from the downslope further down, 104 yards. Playing 94, gap wedge.
Very good. Got to make sure of her 2nd place. It would take her into the top 10 of the Order of Merit. Remember the top 10 get their place at LPGA Q School at the end of the year. Here's the player top of the rankings. Beautiful tee shot at 17. Gets its punishment. Rhodes 6 under. What a start to the year, those 3 early victories from her.
Not easy. Landing it on a downslope to a green that sits above you. Wasn't prepared to make a mistake there, leave it high of the pin or in the sand still. So she's left herself a makeable par putt.
It just looks so composed.
Speaking of composed, look at that for a golf swing. 7 iron into some breeze here for finale.
Nearly in the hole. Just hasn't holed her fair share of putts this weekend, finale.
The same could be said for Nadaud. 15 birdies in the opening 2 rounds, and the putter has gone quiet, as is her approach plate. Oh, good effort. Strange feeling though to chase and now to think I need to hold position in 2nd. It's been an up and down round golf wise and probably mentally for Nastasia out there.
Vincent Tolchard. Probably biggest danger to Nadaud's second place, and that's an absolute stunner from the Australian, who's only top 10 this year, came on the Spanish island of Tenerife. And a second bogey in 3 holes, enough of a cushion to really have no concern as far as winning. 5 in front. And you can excuse her for a little lapse in concentration, given everything that's going on. There's Dad, sort of giving the nod of no concern.
Downhill, right to left here for the 23-year-old. That's the 5th birdie of her round. You mentioned a top 10 in Tenerife. There's a correlation with this golf course and Obama. I've seen a few players who did well in Tenerife do well here. Finale had a top 10 there.
The players just love coming to Sella, voted as the best tournament of the year in 2023 when Nuria Iturrioz won. Oh my goodness, another one that just fails to drop Finale. Last year was voted as the best player services.
To finish with a birdie, not to be for Rhodes.
Another solid week, you'd say. Tap that in hopefully in a closing round of 71, but it looks like her lead at the top of the order of merit, thanks to Shannon efforts, going to shrink a little. It's going to be a good battle to the end of the season, you feel, between those two. Maybe Sarah Kuskova, she can throw in a win. 5 events left to play.
It's been a battling week for Rhodes. I think she did well to make the cut. So finishes with 69-71 over the weekend.
Double bogeys at 15 and 16 for Arthur Fjell. She bounces back again. Getting closer for Anna Huang, who would become the 6th youngest ever winner on the LET, should she see this one home and take the title at the Sella Open in Spain. Some exemplary front running from 16-year-old Anna Huang has the Canadian on the brink of history at the Sella Open. The 16-year-old at the 16th, and her lead is 5 shots.
Position A, downwind. Second shot. 7 iron. Good distance control there.
Finished top 10 last week in Switzerland, her first of the season. 40,000 euros she's earned this season. 150,000 for the winner this week. That's a nice little pay rise.
Yeah, the prize fund is one of the biggest on the Ladies European Tour at €1 million. 7 iron, back into a stiffening breeze here. Needs to carry that front left bunker. Just by Tam. A miss green, can we call that?
We can, just. She's had a bit of a tough spell on this back nine. Had 3 bogeys in a row from the 14th. Nadaud, another who's really suffered on this back nine.
Nudges that one close. The run of 13 to 16 are a hard stretch of 4 holes.
Vincent Tolchard looking to try and get alongside Nadaud in second. Excellent effort from the Australian.
Curling from right to left, shouldn't need to worry about the pace, it's downhill.
Oh, and again. Nerveless, fearless, she's ruthless. Extraordinary performance this is. Just seems to be taking it all in her stride. Just a Sunday stroll.
But to think it was only a one-shot lead earlier in the round, so she's really done well to pull away yet again. Make it look so easy. This isn't easy though, from the fringe. Oh, maybe it is. Shannon Tam there, walking in a birdie on 17.
Impressed in Houston with that last day charge. Another excellent performance here. And Nadaud hasn't had a birdie since the second.
And this is a player that has made the most birdies on tour this year. That's what Sundays will do.
Well, been no lack of birdies from Kaiser Arthurfjord today, or all week, or all season really.
How about an eagle? 441-yard par 5. Hurry.
Been an eventful back 9 for Arthurfjord. Off to 17 with the leader.
And thankfully not for Anna. Level par. 6 iron here. Playing at least 165 into the wind. Safely aboard.
Dad must be bursting with pride as well. They have spent a lot of time together. She has to be chaperoned, given she's only 16. At last, the finale.
Got the pace right there, didn't she? Birdie at the last, third top 10 of the year for Alessandra.
Yeah, 72, leaving her at 7 under par. Always good to end on a high.
She's missed 6 out of her last 10 greens since that water ball on the 8th Nadaud.
She likes this hole though, birdied it every day. But not today. Very nicely played though. It's all been a bit of a grind, as you say, since that mistake at 8. One more birdie? Why not? The last 8 holes, 4 birdies, 2 bogeys and 2 double bogeys. 74, and she'll finish at 6 under par. Playing with Laura Beveridge there, who had a disappointing finish, just finished outside the top 10.
Lauren Walsh, she's 1 over par for this back 9. Good effort there. Final group again, just like in Switzerland last week where she came second.
A couple of birdies, couple of bogeys on the card today for the Irish woman. Had a coach out earlier this week.
Shane O'Grady came out for a few days in the sunshine.
In the trees, Hinson Tolshard at 18.
Third shot, trying to manoeuvre it around the bunker. Oh, it's a good lead, just on that right-hand side.
Well, you would never know. She's never been in this position before, Anna Huang. Given that a bit of a race. I think you can say the youngest player in the field has certainly upstaged her elders.
It's been mature, hasn't it? I think she wanted a birdie there. Needed one on the last. Maddie Hinton Tolshard was looking for birdie to catch Nastasia Nadaud.
Those storm clouds are gathering. Hopefully they stay away before we finish. Very good. Good up and down. trying to hold on to this second place.
Tan birdied 17. Not to be here on 18. 21-year-old's going to finish 4th again, just like in Houston. A round of 70.
And she'll close that gap a little more on Mimi Rhodes at the top of the rankings. Well, it's a question of whether it's a 5 or 6 shot lead to take down 18.
Just sticking with the process. Doesn't need to leave the hole here. Inside right.
Yeah, fantastic. You think of the names that have been younger than her. She'd be the 6th youngest, the likes of Lydia Ko, Amy Yang, Gino Titican, Lexi Thompson, the other being Chiara Tamburlini. There's some names there.
Secures her best finish on the Ladies European Tour. Maddie Hinson-Tolshaar, 68-69. That's a good weekend for the Aussie.
Yeah, big week for her. But everyone waiting to crown the champion. Anna Huang in good position at 18.
Has grabbed herself a 3-wood. 228 yards, wind from right to left. Staring this one down. Oh, into the heart of the green. Just threading the needle between those two bunkers.
Well, what a lovely walk this is. Not sure what's ahead in her career, but I don't think she'll have too many 6-shot leads to take down 18.
That 8 under par on the opening round sets her up, but she has carried on, has dominated this golf course and field.
Yeah, she wasn't sure whether she should turn pro at the start of the year or not, but it seems a wise decision. This for Eagle at 18.
Oh, she hadn't made an eagle this week. Maybe that's why she gave that one a go.
Won't be long. She'll be an LET winner. As long as the storms don't get in the way. I think we're going to be all right. Nadaud for a closing birdie.
It's okay. 2 putts will secure second spot for the Frenchwoman.
Yeah, she's going to jump into the top 10 of the Order of Merit, equal her best finish on tour, but not the final round she would have been hoping for. Lauren Walsh, the other member of this 3-ball.
Left a hybrid short of the green, chipped on.
Sure, she'll just tap that one in. Closing 72, 10 under par, and a 5th top 5 of the season.
Looking to get inside the top 10 of the rankings. Might not do it with that.
Well, this performance deserves a closing birdie. Fantastic. Age, it seems, is just a number. So good, so young. At the age of 16, Anna Huang is a Ladies European Tour winner.
And boy, did she win it. 3 bogeys, 4 rounds in the 60s, minus 20. As I said before, dominating.
Closing par for Nadaud and second place. But like everybody else, it was a case of looking up to the youngster supreme, the teenage sensation that is Anna Huang, the Sella Open champion of 2025.
Oh, there's her dad coming in for a hug. She looks like she can't believe it. Shannon Tan with the celebrations. champion on the Ladies European Tour at such a young age. A dream come true.
Magnificent performance, the biggest winning margin of the season for the youngest champion of 2025. An incredible display from Anna Huang, dominating this Sella Open from Thursday morning to Sunday evening. 68 as low as anyone went on day 4. Emma Spitz among those that shot that number, but there's no doubt who's been the standout at Sella this week. Anna Huang has come of age and has her hands on her first Ladies European Tour trophy.
It's super special to have my dad on the bag because he's been with me for like literally he caddied for me ever since I like started golf. So it's super special, and yeah, being able to win this at 16 it's like so insane because I never believed that this would ever happen, but I'm like so proud of myself.
Mimi Rhodes lead now down to just over 200 points in the order of merit over Shannon. Nastasia Nadaud and Nuria Iturrioz jump into the top 10, while Huang moves up to 22nd. This race not quite so close. Rhodes with a dominant lead, with Huang now up to 6th. Darcy Harry and Lottie Woad also with wins to their names. After claiming a win on the LPGA Tour, Charlie Hull now 5th in the Rolex World Rankings, the highest she's ever been. Lottie Woad in 11th place. Well, thanks for watching as Anna Huang announced herself on the world stage at just 16 years of age. Next up, the tour heads to France. As ever, you can stay in touch at ladieseuropeantour.com. Until next time, bye-bye for now.